BG Tampines Rovers come into this contest with wins in all their last 10 league games against Tanjong Pagar United. In addition to that, the home side haven't conceded a goal against the visitors since July of 2023. Odds are stacked against the away team as they travel to our Tampines Hub, looking to cause a major upset against the title challengers. Welcome along to our coverage of the Singapore Premier League. This is match week 8, which began with a 2-0 win for Hougang United against the Young Lions last night. Tomorrow's fixture is between the Lion City Sailors and Balestier Khalsa at Jalan Besar Stadium. League leaders will be looking to make it 8 wins from 8. Then we wrap things up on Monday with a game between Albirex Niigata Singapore and Geylang International over at Jurong East Stadium. All matches kicking off at 7:30 p.m. Here's a look at the standings ahead of the matchup we have here this evening. BG Tampines in second have the chance to close the gap between themselves and the Sailors to 4 points with a win, something they need to keep themselves in a position to carry on that pressure on the leaders. Tanjong Pagar United are in 7th. They're looking for their 2nd win this season, and victory will allow them to go a point behind Balestier. Let's hear from the coaches of both sides with Chinedu Eziako, who is filling in for Noh Rahman at BG Tampines. He's up first, followed by Noh Alam Shah of Tanjong Pagar United.
Chinedu, firstly, welcome back. Big shoes to fill in place of Coach Noh Rahman. How are you feeling back in the hot seat?
Feeling great. Excited to be back and to help out this time.
And this time you'll be leading a top team. How different is that? Both in terms of the quality of players and in terms of needing to deliver.
Of course, Tampines is a top team, and everything is being set up. And Coach Rama has done a good job, so I'm just looking forward to carry on from that and maintain what the team has already done.
And so against Tanjong Pagar tonight, what kind of challenge are you expecting from them?
We're expecting a tough game against them because they will be looking for the winning. But for us, we will focus on our game, right? And that's all.
And for you, how important is it for Tampines Rovers to maintain consistency, especially in matches like tonight that you're expected to take control of?
Yeah, this is a race. We got a lot of. We need to catch up with Sellers. So for this game, we need to maintain the winning, nothing less than winning in this game.
Hi Alam, a big mental and physical test awaits the team tonight. A much needed point the last game. What's your message to them?
Again, we are very happy with the point have after so long not getting the points, right? And again, the boys has already gone back happy and refocused for today's match. Not an easy match. Tampines is a very, very good side, so we'll be wary of all the things that will be thrown to us.
And what's your main focus for the team, knowing that your opposition can deliver both in a defensive and attacking sense?
Again, we just manage with what we have been doing all the times. What I want the players to be doing is to focus on their game management until the final whistle is blown. So I hope to see more disciplines on what we trying to implement today.
And there was a lot of talk about your top scorer Yusuf leaving the squad, and you did mention missing his presence up front. Any players you are particularly counting on to step up and lead on the pitch tonight?
I think I'm counting on the whole team to step up to as usual. And again, Yosef has gone for better plays for his family as well. So all the best to him. But life move on for us, and we refocus as a collective team and try to get the result tonight as a collective effort as well.
Yeah, great hearing from the coaches there. Noh Alam Shah, I have to say, looks a little bit downtrodden, and completely understandable considering how poor it's been for Tanjong Pagar United this season in terms of their results. I'll be looking for a big improvement against BG Tampines Rovers this evening, who are under new management temporarily, with Chinedu Eziako having made the move across to the club in place of Noh Rahman, who is away pursuing his AFC Pro license. With me in the commentary position is someone who has coached in the league. He's also played in the competition, and a very familiar voice on the broadcast, Shasi Kumar. Shasi, first question, with Chinedu Eziako coming in, how much of an impact will that have on the side tonight?
Well, I think he's right. It's big shoes to fill with No Rahman gone. He's going to be taking over for 2 SPL matches and 1 ASEAN Club Championship game. So 3 games. But you know, if you look at the team that he's got with him in this BG side, they've just got to carry on where they left off in the league, because I think they should have enough in them to blow teams off. No disrespect to the other teams. So you know, I think it's all about man management. If you look at the team, you look at the bench for BG Tampines as well. They've got some really good players. Sega Sumi, Glenn Kwe, Buhajia on the bench today. So they've got strength in them.
Yeah, they certainly do. It's a very good squad that they have built for this season. Allows them to compete across various competitions, taking part in the Shopee Cup. They had a disappointing defeat against Buriram United, a very strong Buriram United side, has to be said. So some work to do for them to stay in that competition. They've also got an AFC Champions League 2 round of 16 matchup to look forward to against Vietnamese side Kong An Hanoi. So lots coming up for BG Tampines as we have a look at the match officials. Taufik Ahmad is the match referee this evening. It's his first SPL game as the main referee. He'll be assisted by Mohammad Shafiq Jufri and Lim Eng Sun. Fourth official is Mohammad Taufik Tana. VAR support available for the officials on the pitch. Video assistant referee Mohammad Hilmi Fuad. Assistant VAR Alson Fu. Well, let's have a look at the starting lineups then, beginning with the home side. They have, as I've said, been very busy, so they've decided to make a number of changes for this one. 5 of them from their midweek game against Buriram United in the Shopee Cup. An opportunity for fresh legs in the side and for players on the fringes to impress. Jacob Mahler picks up a rare start, as does Taufik Suparno. Joel Chu and Irfan Najib also come into the 11 for this fixture, with Yuki Kobayashi being the 5th change. Sega Sumi, Glenn Kwe, Trent Bahajia, Dylan Fox and Koya Kazama are all available on the bench if required. So he does have some really good options, Chinedu Eziako, if he needs to make these changes a little bit later on. But a good opportunity as well for the club to make those changes, get those fresh legs in, especially after the exploits in midweek. There he is, former Hougang United head coach. He's let go earlier this season. Has joined BG Tampines as the under-19 coach, stepping in place of No Rahman temporarily. This is the starting 11 for Tanjong Pagar United. They have made 2 changes from their last game in the league against the Young Lions. That game ended 1-1. Kim Lee Kwan is back in the side. He comes into the defensive line for the club tonight. Sahil Suhaimi is another who gets a start. He's expected to lead the line in the absence of Yusuf Ezajari, who has left the club recently. Not too much in the way of quality on the bench for Tanjong Pagar United. They do have some experience in there. Sharul Sazali, Azim Akbar could be given opportunities this evening as well. There's also an interesting name in there, 15-year-old Vincenzo Uchino, the Australian, being named in the SPL matchday squad. A tough season for No Alam Shah. It's been so far just the 1 win this campaign. That was very early on at the start of the season, a 5-1 victory against the Young Lions. Broke a streak of defeats with that 1-1 draw against the Young Lions in their second meeting. So we have a look at Kim Lee Kwan. And just wonder, with Yusuf Ezajari leaving the club, here he's going to be moving to play in India. There you go, one of the top scorers in the Singapore Premier League. 5 goals, 4 of those 5 though was scored in that 5-1 win against the Young Lions. But he was their main scoring threat, and you wonder, Shasi, how much they will miss him. As we have a look at Bruno Dibal, who's next on the list of goal scorers for Tanjong Pagar United with 3 this season. We get this one underway at our Tampines Hub. BG Tampines in the yellow and black, going from left to right on your screens, up against Tanjong Pagar United in the white and black, going from right to left. Singapore Premier League match week 8. Second game of this weekend's program. Started with yesterday's 2-0 win for Hougang United against the Young Lions. And now BG Tampines are back in domestic action and trying to close in on the Lion City Sailors, who have a 7-point lead at the top of the standings. PG Tampines with that game in hand. And because of just how good the start has been for the Lion City Sailors, there's a lot of pressure on PG Tampines to make sure that they don't drop any more points. Something Eziakos said in the pre-match interviews as well. They have to go for the win tonight.
Yeah, you're right. PG Tampines, like I said, you've got to take the risk, go forward. And like I said before as well, they have enough in them, you know, especially going forwards to hurt any team. So, you know, just get the shackles off, go for it, and hopefully they come away with a victory. But, you know, it was very interesting that Noah Alamshah said that he was happy with the point against Young Lions. The players went back home happy. I don't know, you know, I don't know about that, you know, and obviously he said that because he's lost that 3 games before that, but it's a weird one against a side like the Young Lions.
Higashikawa, early chance for him. He's claiming there was a touch.
It almost was a very good start. This was a mistake there at the back, Lee Kwan. And a little bit of touch from Taufik Suparno as well. I think there was a touch there by Chan Woon Lee. And it's a poor call, I got to say, because it was clear from the replays. Clearly a corner. Goal kick given.
Looked like there might have been a slight deflection of the studs of Lee Chan-woo. 21-year-old, making his 3rd appearance in the Singapore Premier League this season. Played against Albrechts Niigata on the 17th of this month. He made his debut and featured against the Young Lions in the 1-1 draw. Chan-woo recently joining the club from Ansan Greeners. Do need a lot of help. Tanjong Pagar United at both ends of the pitch. Scoring goals, been a struggle for them. Just 10 in the 8 matches played. They've conceded 19. It's Kobayashi. Gashikawa, just wide.
Well, so early on already, PG Tampines finding those spaces, and this time on the left-hand side. Nicely done. And then the cross comes in from Kobayashi. Tell you what, this was a miss by Higashikawa. And totally left unmarked in the middle. Tanjong Pagar, they've got to defend better here. You just spoke about it. Already conceded 19 in the league. You can see why.
Yeah, 19 in the 7 coming into this, their 8th game of the season. For PG Tampines, this one is their 7th league fixture.
It's good to see Jacob Mahler starting a game in the middle of the park together with Shah Shahiran. Obviously, he can play at centre-back as well, but, you know, I think I like him in the middle of the park as well. And with Singapore side in action next couple of months as well.
Ball played in, Higashikawa gets the opener. Into the 5th minute, he's already had 3 chances and he's put one of them away. Lovely touch past the goalkeeper. Quality on that ball that was played in, and Higashikawa gets his 6th of the campaign.
Oh, this was really a beautiful ball that was played in. The defensive header was not the best. Just take a look at the movement here. It's just not good enough. If you're Lee Kwan, he just let him just past him right in front of him, and he knows that Higashikawa was in there. What a ball in from Joel Chu. Got in front of his man, Higashikawa, like he wasn't there. And that's really poor marking. That is why they've conceded 20 already in the league, but take nothing away from the cross and the finish.
been a great signing for BG Tampines. Hide Higashikawa doesn't just contribute goals, helps to create chances, and he works incredibly hard defensively. He's like that modern-day centre forward, Shashi. He's so mobile, he's hard-working, and he gets into good scoring positions.
And if you're a defender or a centre-back, you just don't want to be playing against him. Even on the ball, when you have possession of the ball, he will just go for it with a high press, and obviously he can score goals as well.
Jacob Mahler, you mentioned him earlier, getting his, there he is on the ball, getting his first start in the league. His fourth appearance, Kobayashi. Shot going just wide.
At the moment, Tanjong Pagar are struggling defensively. They are in a disarray. There's just lack of communication at the back with the midfielders as well. Jacob Mahler there, just playing the ball. And listen, if you're playing with three in the middle in defense, and then your wing back has got to come back and stop those crosses, because at the moment it's coming at will.
Higashikawa on loan with the BG Tampines from Tochigi City. What a ball it was, played in by Joel Chu as well. A lot of credit has to go to the quality of his cross. Delivered right to the head of Higashikawa. It's Nishikawa for Tanjong Pagar.
Yeah, just trying to slip the ball in for the running Fatula, but overplayed that one.
Well, you mentioned Tanjong Pagar conceding the 20th of the season. BG Tampines scoring their 19th of the campaign. One of two sides yet to be beaten in the Singapore Premier League. I'm just looking at the goals against. BG Tampines have conceded 6. Lion City Sailors have scored 30 goals. They've conceded just 3. Shah Shahiran. A number of Singapore internationals in this BG Tampines Rovers side. We talk about this pretty often. Let's not talk about that throw. I'm not sure it actually... it might be retaken, you know.
Yeah, because it didn't enter the pitch. Or did it?
No. I think the referee is saying it has to be taken again. Marlon's trying to say there was no ref, it came in, there was a spin on the ball. Don't think it went in and then out again, so Tanjong Pagar get away with that one. And they get another throw. That's Kim Lee Kwan. Nice turn by Estevez.
Yeah, good turn there from Estevez from the throw-in. Turning on the outside of Jacob Mahler and Raul Suhaimi. Got the better of Raul Suhaimi with that turn there. Very clever, definitely a foul. Jacob Mahler on the cover there. Didn't need him because it is a free kick.
Estevez, delivery towards the back post, headed away by Shuya Yamashita. Looked like that was a shot.
Yeah, turn blocked down by Kobayashi.
Zanevio Mota, who scored an amazing goal against the Young Lions in that 1-0 draw. Joel Chu tries to send it over the top for Taufik Suparno.
Yeah, Zanevio Mota has been their brightest spark the past few seasons already. He's been clearly their best player.
Here is Estevez. Headed on by Sahil. Shorai Nishikawa. Yoshimoto. Puts it up into the sky. Higashikawa helps it on. Possession back with the away side. Kim Lee Kwan. Not too bad of a response from Tanjong Pagar.
Yeah, it's a good response, and just having a little bit of possession now, which is always good. It's a corner. Debal playing it off a BG player.
Gashikawa, not a great defensive header, but he managed to find a teammate in Kobayashi. BG Tampines look for the break. Plenty of time for Kobayashi to turn. Looking for Higashikawa. Zirfan Najib. Joel Chu. That was Mahler.
I don't think Jacob Mahler wanted the ball back from Shah Shahiran. Wasn't neat enough with his touch there, Jacob Mahler. Pagar wins the ball off that poor pass.
Well, as you said, it'll be interesting to see how Jacob Mahler gets on. He's not seen too many minutes, regular minutes this season with PG Tampines, Singapore international, who has spent some time playing in Indonesia and Thailand, Mung Thong United, and in the Indonesian league with Madura United. So former Young Lions player. So Jaime, one of the players brought in mid-season window from the Young Lions. He's made a very steady start to his career at the club.
What it has done for BG Tampines is provide that extra option for maybe Dylan Fox to be rested, or even Yamashita, and Irfan Najib can come in to play at centre-back here, and even with Jacob Mahler in here as well. And also Jaime has been really good for BG Tampines.
Yeah, going back to a point I was looking to make earlier, the fact that BG Tampines, they don't have the resources of the Lion City Sailors, but they've still been able to be competitive, and they found another way to build a good squad.
Of course, and you talk about, you know, players missing as well. We've got Nakamura, he's gone, and then come back to the league, obviously with their rivals. So they need to rebuild the new way of playing, as you said, with no Nakamura in there. But I think in the middle, I think they're a little bit more solid with Sega Sumi coming in. Obviously, he's on the bench today. Maybe lack that a little bit of flair in the middle with Nakamura.
That's Kobayashi onto Higashikawa. Taufik Suparno. I think the chance had gone, just delayed. Shorai Nishikawa wasn't sold on that dummy.
Yeah, probably Taufik sitting on the bench for a very long time. Didn't have that confidence to take it first time, maybe.
Kobayashi. Curled that one onto the run of Higashikawa. Double team this time. Better tracking from Tanjong Pagar's defenders.
Yeah, this time much better, isn't it? From the two central defenders. Evans and Lee Kwan. Got across Yoshikawa.
Taufik. Lee Kwan paying close attention to Taufik Suparno. Chu. Kobayashi. A little bit behind him, that return from Taufik. Lee Kwan. It's it along to Sahil Suhaimi, who's good at that. Just winning these free kicks under pressure.
Yeah, it was Jacob Mahler, probably. If you're a BG fan, that was a good tackle. Stop things in the middle. Just pulled Sahil Suhaimi. The Taufik Suparno is down. He got stepped on there after his initial poor pass. Yeah, there, I think he just twisted his right ankle there. Explaining to the referee.
I hope it's nothing too serious for Taufik Suparno. Getting an opportunity from the start and then picking up this injury. Let's have a closer look.
Yeah, that's the touch. There, as he landed, you can see clearly there. It's going to be a painful one. Hopefully he can just run it off. Yeah, it looks like he is okay. Thumbs up from the physio.
What do you think, Shasi? Just looking at the footwear of players, seeing that a lot of them are playing on artificial surfaces.
Yep.
Should there be a consideration? I mean, if you're a professional player, to have a pair of boots that you use on an artificial surface? Come back to that. As this goes out for a corner. The flag had gone up for offside. Let's go back to that now.
Yeah, I guess so. And obviously there are different footwear or boots, you can say, and with studs and without studs, or you can use those which are flat sole but specially used for artificial turf. But I don't think it's about that. I think it's about the weight of the boots nowadays as well. It's so light, you know, and the boots nowadays, and just any kind of impact on it, you just might just turn your ankle or anything like that. So that could be another consideration as well.
And Kobayashi. Chu. Lovely triangles on display. That's Yoshimoto. Too much on the cross this time. And the reason I say that is when we used to play, it was grass surfaces.
Yep.
Some of them weren't very good surfaces, but we used to have two pairs of boots. One would be for the firmer ground.
Yep. One for the wet ones.
And you'd have the 4x2s
yes.
for wet surfaces. So I don't know if it's much to expect of professional players. You don't need the 4x2s these days, pretty much.
No way.
So you go with whatever firm ground boots, and then something for the artificial surface. I mean, just something to think about, perhaps.
But again, they train on this pitch almost every day, so they should know better, and then what boots to wear and not to wear. Four by twos.
I used to love the sound they would make. You know, on a wet day and you're walking out.
Yeah. In
the tunnel.
In the tunnel.
That clickety-clack sound. With the little metal tips on the studs. Anyway. Back in the here and now. Tanjong Pagar United with Dibal. Looking for the flip-flap.
Yeah, pretty strong there, Dibal. Needed like 2 or 3 players in there to stop him from progressing.
Let's have a look at the possession numbers. 58% for BG Tampines. No real surprise. As Tanjong Pagar, well, it looked initially like they were going to set up for the long throw. Change their minds a little bit. Try something else. Yoshimoto. Pass forward, cut out by Evans. Kobayashi. Again, just looking for those quicker, longer passes over the top.
It's good to see that as well. You know, they can vary the way they play, and not only those Short passes can go short and then long as well. And they can do that because Higashikawa has got the pace to burn.
Raihan. Itanul taking it forward for Zenevio Mota. Come back their way again. Yamashita. Mala. Just keeps it simple at the base of that midfield, Jacob Mala. Kim Lee Kwan.
It's poor distribution. You can see Sail Suhaimi there just turning back at his centre-back. A look of disgust there. Because there were three players looking for the ball short. And he went long. Too long.
Kim Lee Kwan, who's also joined Tanjong Pagar from Ansan Greeners. He's been part of the club since July of last year. Spent some time playing in Malaysia as well. As a younger player, was on the books of Pohang and Daegu. It's Joel Chu. Shah. Yoshimoto. Back to Mala. Chu. Oh, delightful ball into the run of Yoshimoto. Another for Higashikawa.
The ball stays on the pitch there, but you know, just looking at that passage of play, being very, very patient with those short passes, and then this was a beautiful ball from Joel Chu for Yoshimoto on the run, and the run made it possible for Joel Chu to make that pass in the first place.
Irfan. Tanjong Pagar, they're pushing up there, but you can see the gaps between the lines. The forwards are pressing, and then no one else is.
Yeah, exactly. And this is the problem. But PG Tampines now, they do that. I think they've got every opportunity to just go forward instead of doing this, you know, playing back and playing sideways.
Kobayashi onto his left boot. Good effort.
It's a problem for Tanjong Pagar all over the pitch there. You spoke about the pressing not going together, and then Kobayashi had loads of time to shift the ball from right then to left. The nearest player was way too far. Has to be better from Tanjong Pagar.
33-year-old Yuki Kobayashi joined the PG Tampines in the January window. So much experience that Kobayashi brings to this PG Tampines side. Shah. Back with Shah. Could have been tricky for Zaiful. That bounce.
Yeah, not a bad effort. You might as well try. Sometimes when defenders or the defense are in a low block like that, maybe you could find a little bit of space and see what he was trying to do right from the start. rolled it forward and take a quick shot on goal.
He's looking for his first league goal this season. Shah Shahiran does have 4 assists. Doesn't get too many goals though. The last time he scored in the SPL was in a 3-1 win against Balestier Khalsa on the 15th of September 2023. Didn't score in the league last season. There he is. Number 8 for BG Tampines, making his 161st appearance for the club in all competitions.
Well, that's the criticism, isn't it, of Shah? You know, I think he's so lovely to watch, technically very good on the ball. But it's that lack of goals. You know, he's got that assist in him, but he can do more, I feel.
There he is. Fizzes that into Joel Chu. Lovely play by BG Tampines. Yoshimoto! Good save from Zeifel.
Oh, that was a lovely movement. And again, it was Yoshimoto with the third man running. And just couldn't handle the movement there. And he took a lot of time to steady himself before taking his shot, because there was loads of time. No defenders inside. Saiful Nizam does well there.
Too easy for BG Tampines, the way they're able to play through. He's having so much fun out there at the moment. A dominance in possession. Always options for the player with the ball. Shah. Kobayashi. Look at the overload over there, Shasi. It's a 5 against 4.
In the end, the ball to nothing really. But yes, sometimes I just do wonder, especially with Tanjong Pagar, do you need 3 central defenders? Because Zenivia Mota, I just feel that he's much better in the attacking side of things. And he's playing in that so-called wing-back position. It's just probably stifling his creativity going forwards and his freedom. Because essentially, BG Tampines, they're just playing with one forward, Higashikawa, and obviously with those players off him.
Here's Rao. Taufik. Almost tricks himself. Kobayashi. Taufik, lovely. Raul, first time cross. Takes one into the area, but they didn't have someone tucking in from off the left side.
Yeah, it's a decent ball from Raul Suhaimi. Took it first time. Entitled to do that.
Well, let's have another look at this chance that was carved out by Tampines. Lovely work in possession, Shasi.
Yeah, the running man was Yoshimoto. No one just tracking him, just allowing him to just run free. There, a couple of bounces. It took loads of time that probably it could have gone across. Or should I say, he should have gone across.
4 efforts on target for the home side. Pagar yet to register an effort on goal. And surrounded there, referee allows play to continue as Estevez gets away from Irfan. Yoshimoto. Raul. Kobayashi. This is some slick football on display. 1 and 2 touch, pass and move. This is the kind of football you want to see from the top sides.
Absolutely, you know, it's good flowing football, and they've got the players to do it, and they're doing it as well. They're showing it, taking risk, going up top.
Raihan. Kim Lee Kwan. Estevez, the obvious outlet for Tanjong Pagar in the first half. There he is again. Gonna work some magic. Was he taken down in the box? Referee waves away the appeals. VAR will be busy having a look, and there'll be a stoppage here and a delay. There's also going to be a booking for Kim Lee Kwan.
Well, two pieces of really good skill. One was from Estevez. I don't exactly know whether there was a touch on him, but probably went down a little bit too easily. But Kobayashi as well, the way he went past Lee Kwan was just beautiful to watch. This was the turn. Good decision from the referee. And then Kobayashi here, the way he took it past, there you go. Superb from Kobayashi. Just clipped it past Lee Kwan, who just sold himself. Talk about 1v1 defending. You don't want to be running through like that. Selling yourself, committing yourself. You want to be slowing down as you approach the attacking player.
Emilio Estevez channeling a bit of Gordon Bombay with that pirouette. Shah just in the way of that pass from Kobayashi, but they hold on to it. And just outnumbering Tanjong Pagar on that side of the pitch. And the connections being made. Tidy from Joel Chu. What a ball into Kobayashi. Shah! Oh, what a goal! A beauty of a team goal by BG Tampines. And who steps up to score it? The player we were talking about. We said he could get more goals, and that's because we know he's got quality like that.
Well, let's take credit for it, Roshan. He hurt us, but take nothing away from that finish. But the move, you know, the quality of that move, we just spoke about it. We want the top sides to be playing football like this, and they just shown it. This was superb, and Higashikawa as well, he's been excellent, but Joel Chu, what a pass this was. There you go. And then that turn and that layoff. And it was a first-time finish from Shah Shahiran. That was a superb pass, wasn't it, from Joel Chu? Not for the first time today. And the finish was unstoppable from Shah Shahiran.
Passed into the bottom corner. Such a composed, controlled finish by Shah Shahiran. It's his first SPL goal since September of 2023. Worth the wait. Won't want to be waiting as long as that for the next one, though, I'm sure.
just want to say this as well. I've been watching Higashikawa off the ball for the past 5 to 10 minutes. And for young strikers watching this game, it's so good to watch. Off the ball, he's just so clever. He's always scanning, looking at the three centre-backs. And then his movement, his checking off the defender has been really good to watch.
There's Joel Chu, who's really enjoying himself out there as well. I mean, I think they all are.
Exactly, and they're that good, but as well, you got to say, Tanjong Pagar are also backing off and letting them do whatever they want.
Nala, Taufik. There's Joel Chu.
Got a little bit complacent there, Raul Suhaimi.
Tanjong Pagar as a whole have been pretty poor, but Estevez has been trying to make something happen. He's looked impressive for this side.
Yeah, he does look like he's their best player today. Very lively on the ball, especially.
Probably won't come as any surprise to you to hear that BG Tampines have won all of their last 11 games against Tanjong Pagar in all competitions. 10 of them in the league, 1 in the Singapore Cup. And there have been clean sheets for BG Tampines in all of their last 5 wins against Tanjong Pagar.
That was almost got through to Yoshikawa there. The ball from Kobayashi again, another reverse ball.
That's Taufik. Oh, good touch inside. That's the pace of Taufik Suparno. Back to Higashikawa. Could have had like 5 goals by now.
Exactly, exactly. That was great work from Taufik Suparno. His first touch took it past the defender. This ball from Kobayashi as well was superb. And then just going past Shota Nishikawa. And I don't want to be any one of those Tanjong Pagar players at halftime in the dressing room.
10 attempts from BG Tampines. A duck for Tanjong Pagar.
They really haven't.
Not so mighty.
Yeah, and they haven't really come to the game, Tanjong Pagar. No tackles put in. They look timid off the ball, on the ball as well. They're forced to make mistakes like that, then Nishikawa. Better for Raul Suhaimi.
Dibal. Evans. Sanivio Mota, who has the capacity to create something, but they've not been able to get him involved in the game as well. Another phase of possession. It's breaking down for Tanjong Pagar.
No, that's really poor from Evans. Alright, Dibal, sorry. It's the number 10 as well. Just giving the ball away without pressure as well. It's almost like a lack of confidence in this Tanjong Pagar side. The fact that they were happy with the point, like I said, at the beginning of the game, it tells you a lot about the mindset of these Tanjong Pagar players.
Joel Chu to Raul. Chu just having a word to the referee, saying there was some late contact after he'd already released. It's Taufik.
Asking for a tackle there just now, and it comes from, no surprise, Emilio Estevez.
is again, Estevez. He's everywhere. Evans. Raihan. There's Dibal having to drop very deep to get involved. And he stays deep. It's a lovely play from Tanjong Pagar. Very nicely done by Dibal. Playmaking for the side. Good opportunity.
Much better. Dibal in the middle of the park, going past Kobayashi. Kobayashi, gotta say, he wasn't interested in making a challenge there. There you go, he just walked past him. And this ball was not a bad one. It's always going away from Sahil Suhaimi. From that angle, it was going to be difficult.
Kashikawa. Not tight enough that touch. Dibal can come away with it. Sahil. Hasn't scored in the SPL yet. Sahil Suhaimi does have 6 goals in SPL 2. He's made a number of appearances in that competition. Essentially the reserve league. Shasi.
Yeah, and just going back to Higashikawa there, he was the one who won the foul in his own half, almost near his 18-yard area. So good to see. He's just not only trying to score goals, he's just working hard for his side.
Shah. Taufik. On the outside of Kim Lee Kwan. Good defending.
Yeah, Lee Kwan too smart for that. It's too easy for him to read Taufik Suparno there. Didn't have the pace to go past. Lee Kwan there used his body very well.
Minimum of 2 minutes added on. Entertaining first half of football.
Yeah, especially if you're a BG fan. I think they've been really good this evening.
I was going to say thanks a lot to what we've seen from BG Tampines. Their display. Second meeting between the sides this season in the league. First was won by 3-0. Depal. Higashikawa. Flipped it up. Marlow hacks it away. Mota sends it back into the box. Problems for Shazwan Buhari, who's pretty much had nothing to do in this first half.
Yeah, exactly. No shots on goal still. And has been a really easy evening for Shazwan Buhari, the skipper.
And that is it. Half-time at our Tampines Hub. A dominant display by BG Tampines Rovers, who came into this matchup knowing that they needed a win to keep the pressure on the league leaders, the Lion City Sailors. And it's been an excellent display so far. Wonderful in possession, incisive. And they've created some really good opportunities. They put two of them away. Hideki Kashikawa with the opening goal in the 5th minute, scoring his 6th of the season, flicking it past Zaiful Nizam. And then Shah Shahiran with his first in the SPL since September 2023. Beautifully placed, caressed into the bottom corner for BG Tampines to get their 2nd goal. Half-time at our Tampines Hub. BG Tampines Rovers 2, Tanjong Pagar United 0. We'll go away for a quick break, and when we come back, we will have highlights. Welcome back to our Tampines Hub. Half-time between BG Tampines Rovers and Tanjong Pagar United. The home side leading by 2-0. It's been a first half that's dominated. That was dominated by BG Tampines. And they had an early opportunity. Hide Higashikawa had about 3 chances in the first 5 minutes, to be honest.
Yeah, early warning signs in the first, 2 minutes or so. This was a very good ball in from Kobayashi, who has been really lively in the middle of the park, and then his cross in. Poor marking on their main striker.
And then just a minute after that, the opening goal. Yoshimoto linking up with Joel Chu, who delivered this peach of a cross onto the head of Higashikawa to make it 1-0, scoring his 6th goal of the season.
A superb ball from Joel Chu. This attempted headed clearance wasn't the best. And then when he received the ball, Joel Chu just cut inside to his favorite foot and just swings one in. A superb ball, and all he needed was a touch from Higashikawa. Their head up, knew exactly where Higashikawa was. Great header.
So that was the opening goal. They wouldn't have to wait very long for their next chance. Yuki Kobayashi with the effort in the end. Yoshimoto with the pass across the pitch, right into the middle. Kobayashi running onto that and flashing his effort just wide.
Yeah, I just like the position that Jacob Muller took there. Just the front of the defense. And that cross comes in. Kobayashi took it first time. Didn't get the accuracy.
In the 26th minute, Shah Shahiran. The shot taking a bounce. Could have been awkward for Zaiful.
Yeah, good first touch out of his feet or foot from Shah Shahiran. And then his shot, I don't think he took it cleanly there. And, easy for the goalkeeper.
A couple of minutes after that, in the 28th, have a look at this play from BG Tampines. Takeshi Yoshimoto slamming his effort into Zaiful Nizam at the near post.
Again, warning signs. Joel Chu finding himself in a beautiful position in front of the defense, and then that ball in. Good save from the goalkeeper.
On 35th minute, Shahiran getting the 2nd goal after wonderful football from the home side again. Look at that, caressed into the bottom corner. An excellent finish.
Yeah, it's a lovely goal, a lovely team goal. A lot of players getting a touch on the ball. Joel Chu, Kobayashi with the assist. Higashikawa there just before that. Great work from Joel Chu. Again, finding himself in that position, but a lovely finish from Shah Shahiran.
Nicely controlled. Hit first time. Sweet strike. And it was a goal they deserved, BG Tampines. They were all over Tanjong Pagar United, the visiting side, with no attempts in that first half.
Yeah, that's really a reflection of how it has been in that first half. Possession, obviously, but the number of attempts, it was really a poor first half for Tanjong Pagar. But BG Tampines on a high.
So plenty of work for Tanjong Pagar United to do in the second half. 2 goals yesterday between Hougang and the Young Lions as well. We also have 2 more matches to come for you on match week 8 after this evening's contest is done. Lion City Sailors up against Balestier tomorrow at Jalan Besar. And then final fixture on Monday, Albrechts against Geylang. We'll go away for another break, and when we come back, we will have the second half. And perfect timing back out here at our Tampines Hub. BG Tampines Rovers leading by 2-0 against Tanjong Pagar United. Looking good for the home side. Plenty of control. They were so dominant in that first half. Tanjong Pagar making a change during the break. Nakiuddin Yunus is in. And we're hearing that Dibal is the player who is coming off. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Don't exactly know whether he took a knock in that first half or is it more tactical than anything else. But Nakiuddin usually plays out wide, either right or left. So interesting to see. Probably Sail Suhaimi will go into the middle. See how this pans out in this second half.
Teams are just about ready to get this second half underway. BG Tampines with a goal in the 5th minute from Hide Higashikawa, getting his 6th of the season. And then Shah Shahiran in the 35th, getting his 1st of the campaign to make it 2-0. Some lovely football on display from BG Tampines. And from their perspective, you hope that continues in the second half. But we're expecting a reaction from the away side, Shasi.
Yeah, I think naturally you would expect that, especially with No Alam Shah on the bench for Tanjong Pagar. I'm sure he will not be happy with what he's seen in that first half. And let's see, and for the fans as well, let's hope that we do see a reaction from them. But as for BG Tampines, we want them to be pushing further on, get as many goals as possible, play the same football that we've seen.
There's Estevez. He's been sharp. He's been lively for Tanjong Pagar. It's come back, a chance for the away team to get a goal back, but the whistle has gone.
Yeah, I think it was for offside, but just before that, I thought Jacob Marler was a little bit unlucky. There was a little bit of a tuck there by Nakiuddin. It wasn't given. I don't know whether this was offside or there was a foul after this. The shot there, I think it was Irfan Najib who took a kick from Emilio Estevez. There you go. Or else it would have been a corner.
Yeah, so it was there for that foul by Estevez. But again, it's something created by Emilio Estevez, who's been perhaps Tanjong Pagar's best player. Well, not perhaps, he definitely has been Tanjong Pagar's best player.
Yeah, he's been lively for Tanjong Pagar. Let's hope the other players step up in the second half.
It's much better. They've managed to register an attempt, force a save. Trying to play higher up the pitch with a bit more intensity. Mala, Shah, Chu. That's smart play. Aces the pressure onto the far side. Can Taufik keep that in? No.
Yeah, I think that ball from Raul Suhaimi wasn't the right one. And Taufik Supano couldn't keep it in play.
As Estevez. Closed down quickly by Kobayashi. He's won a free kick. Scramble for possession. Eventually won by Tanjong Pagar. Here's Estevez once more. Wants it back from Fontola. Gets it back. Joel Chu stepping in. Nishikawa. The cut back. Joel Chu was there. Given away by Kobayashi. Evans. His turn to turn it over. Yoshimoto. A little bit scrappy at the moment as that intensity is raised. Look at the pressing from Tanjong Pagar United. BG Tampines having to try and find some control again at the start of the second half. Oh, that's a really good pass for Yoshimoto into Higashikawa. Oh! I thought that was going to be a brilliant finish. So unfortunate. Mota. Inside and then out. Now Kyodin. Mota continues his run.
Well, the intensity in this second half already so good to watch. And Higashikawa, how unlucky can you get?
Tricky one for Shazwan. Managed to get that over.
I don't think he meant it, Raihan. And that will probably count as an attempted shot. And Shazwan needed to be really aware. Had to put his foot through it, and this was a very good ball in from the left back, and Higashikawa had only one thing on his mind. There you go, that step over. Oh, very unlucky, hits the inside of the post and comes off.
Such a tight angle. Still able to cause some concern with his effort. Hits the post, so it won't register as a shot on target, but he's turned it into a dangerous chance. Taufik has gone down again. He went down early in the first half. Was okay to continue.
Yeah, I think he will be substituted by Voagia.
Noel, I'm sure whatever he said at half-time has certainly got a reaction from his players. Coming close already with a couple of efforts. One from Sahil, the other from Raihan. Taufik is done for the night. Unfortunately for him, it looks like he's picked up an injury.
It does look like it's that first half injury that he took on his right ankle. Just twisted it. But not a bad substitution to make.
That's right. Trent Bahajia coming on for Taufik Suparno. Another speedster on. Sahil with the outswinger. Yamashita leaps for it. Evans on the turn.
Yeah, got totally wrong there with the effort. Got under the ball on the swivel.
Raul. Bahajia. Higashikawa. Space to turn. Such good timing of his movement. Chu. Off the back of Evans. Yoshimoto. Good ball in. Oh, that should have been another one for Higashikawa. Thought he might have been denied by Zaiful, but the indication is it's a goal kick, so perhaps it's the crossbar.
Yeah, I think it's the bar, but what a move. Again, it was Higashikawa who started it with that ball in for Joel Chu, but what a ball it was from Yoshimoto there, and the leap. Higashikawa, look at that. Does hit the bar. Wasted opportunity again.
Well, he can't complain about the service.
Yep. He hasn't stopped running, Higashikawa. So good to have in your team as a striker.
Yeah, such an impressive player, Hide Higashikawa. Very strong goal-scoring record for PG Tampines as well. It's his 20th appearance. He's scored 17 goals in all competitions for them. Irfan has to deal with it. There's Shah. Kobayashi. Raul has to backtrack to recover. Bahagia. Shah. There's Kobayashi. Higashikawa. Much more of a difficult chance, that one.
Yeah, again, it's the movement and the accuracy of the passing as well. And Kobayashi has been really good today in that almost free roll in the middle of the park. Played up to Higashikawa. Control was very good, but the finish not that good.
Higashikawa will be enjoying the feeling of scoring on a regular basis. He made 9 appearances for Tochigi City in J3. Didn't score for them in any of those 9 appearances. He featured for 190 minutes in J3. Close to 600 minutes of play in the Singapore Premier League already. A lot more, of course, in the Shopee Cup and the AFC Champions League too. Making strong contributions in those competitions as well. 9 goals from 9 appearances.
Yeah, foul by Shorai Shikawa on Bahagia there. Just running a little bit late. His right foot.
Left for Yuki Kobayashi. But too shallow with the delivery. Yoshimoto, Irfan. Evans, just enough on that header back to Kim Lee Kwan. What a strong Yoshimoto.
Unlucky. A touch from Zhou Chu.
Chan Wu gives it straight to the opposition. Kobayashi floats it over to Bahagia. Bahagia with the shot. Shah picking up the rebound. Tried to return it to Kobayashi. Here's Mota. Fotola. Sahil.
Jacob Mahler tracking his runner all the way. Brilliant work from the midfielder. And this was the earlier chance. Bahagia with a shot. Shah Zaiful Nizam does well to parry. Only one thing on his mind there, Bahagia. Straight through the ball.
Hala. That's a smart from Chochu again. Find Higashikawa, who's just always available.
Yes. And not only that, look at him now. He's already out there, way past the midfielders. So he has that ability to really link up play and then get onto the end of the final ball as well.
Pagar, a little bit short to Higashikawa, but he makes it work. There you go. Kobayashi. Oh.
Yeah, I think it was intended for Bourgia, but even if Bourgia had read that, the ball was too close to the goalkeeper.
Kim. Nice ball out to Mota. Lakyudin can't get away from Irfan.
Yeah, defending has been really good all over the park for BG Tampines. First it was Yoshimoto and then Irfan Najib.
Chu. So back to Yoshimoto. A little bit of a nudge in the back from Zenevio Mota. Play continues. Raul.
The idea was a good one to play Bourgia there, but well read. But given away.
So change about to take place for Tanjong Pagar United. Well, not in the stoppage apparently. Was it going to be? Yeah, looks like it will be happening. No, it's not going to happen now. Standing by, Azim Akbar. Oh, there we go. It is happening now.
Yeah, 1-for-1 change. I don't think there'll be any changes in terms of tactics. Tula in the middle of the park and Azim filling that slot.
Kobayashi, Higashikawa with the effort. He's able to create that separation brilliantly.
Yeah, and it's the movement, isn't it? And I spoke about this in that first half. He just comes away from the defender. And
the timing as well.
Timing as well, and there you go. I think Evans was saying there, if you're playing with three and you have only one forward, if the striker comes off you, just follow your man. It hasn't happened throughout the game. Yeah, clear foul by Lee Chan-woo. Kobayashi. Receives the ball from Irfan. Very smart. Second touch, just took it away.
Fouls. 6-all in that regard. Kobayashi, oh look at that. Twinkle toes on the touchline. Bahagia. Wonder if he thought about hitting that first time. Here's Chu. That should be a corner.
Yeah, he looked to swing one again like he did in that first half. Pace and power. Deflection taken up for a corner.
Section of spectators watching on down in that corner. Nature of this venue, our Tampines Hub. Kobayashi. Again, I don't think his deliveries from the set pieces have been very good as Yoshimoto fires that one in. It's come off the head of Sahil.
You do wonder if Yoshimoto should take this from that side. In swinger. He's got really good deliveries.
Get another chance at it. Again, it's a bit short. Evans has to get ahead on that. A bit of confusion at the back. Estevez with pressure on Joel Chu. No whistle. It's Estevez. Can he make them pay? Yes, he can. Emilio Estevez, who's been the bright spark for Tanjong Pagar United, gets the goal that gives them hope.
Well, I would like to see that again because it did look like it was a foul on Joel Chu, but I think Shahiran played it blindly. Got a little bit of a spot here and then a little bit of miscommunication because the ball was way too short. It has to be a foul, isn't it? Emilio Estevez, he does so well in the end. Lots of composure, taking it past the skipper. Yeah, that's a foul. I mean, anywhere else on the pitch as well, it's a clear foul. Hands all over Joel Chu.
Well, that was composed, finishing from Estevez. Took it around the goalkeeper very nicely and put that away. This will obviously be looked at by the VAR. For now, he's being credited with the goal.
He's having a chat with Kobayashi as well.
Well, they need something to go their way. Bit of good fortune. You often hear that fortune favors the brave. Estevez was certainly very brave there. He put a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, and he didn't give up as well. And I think, like you said, or like we said in the commentary so far, he's been their best player. This was a mistake by Shahiran. Just played it a short one.
Now, I can tell you that there's no foul. That goal is confirmed. So Estevez gets one back for Tanjong Pagar United. Wow. Could be the turning point. So Emilio Estevez with his first goal in the Singapore Premier League. Triple change coming up for BG Tampines. Glenn Quay. Apologies, a double change rather. Glenn Quay and Tarandao. Two players who are on. And Joel Chu and Hide Higashikawa coming off.
Well, that's pretty surprising, I got to say, especially with the Higashikawa change. Let's see how they shape up here in terms of who's playing where.
Well, Joel Chu, who's had a very good game, picked up an assist and involved in a contentious moment. An incident that will surely be discussed. On the night it's been given. So that is something that BG Tampines will have to deal with. And for Tanjong Pagar, that is something they can use to build on.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a kind of a lifeline, if you want to call it that. It's an opportunity for BG Tampines now from the free kick on the far side.
Kobayashi, much deeper this time. Yoshimoto. Mota. Still plenty of time left. Sahil. Shot at Nishikawa. There's Ndao. Surely he was fine.
He does well there, just to cover his right back.
He's getting his jersey tugged all the way through into that corner, puts it out for a throw, and possession will stay with Tanjong Pagar.
Yeah, that's what you want from your goalkeeper. Ball high up in the air for a very long time, come out and collect it, and he does.
Irfan. Kobayashi. Mahaja. Dao. Kobayashi. First time out to Quay. Mahaja and Dao making their way into the box. Goes to Kobayashi instead. Didn't look like he was that far off.
Unlucky. Great move from BG Tampines. It's going to be a very, very good last 20 minutes or so, especially after that goal. Nicely worked from BG again, but Kobayashi, who has been outstanding, I've got to say, today. Free roll in the middle of the park. That's a foul. Shah Shahiran. Holding his wrist or elbow. Doesn't look good.
Might have landed awkwardly on his arm. Shah.
His elbow there, just or the wrist.
Seems like he's clutching his shoulder.
Yeah. It's definitely the landing, the way he fell, it was awkward.
As a look at Eziako, filling in for Nur Rahman, former Hougang United coach. And Shah on the bench, thinking about some tactical changes, perhaps.
It's good to see when you are able to, like, you know, swing your arms, and because if you had dislocated something, I don't think he would be able to do that. So that's a good sign.
And that goal, just to go back to it, from Emilio Estevez, is the first that Tanjong Pagar have scored against BG Tampines in July 2023. That game ended 2-1 to BG Tampines. And now on to Quay. Well, from our perspective, from the neutral's perspective, a nice, entertaining, open game. Plenty of excitement, chances at both ends. And lots of moments to talk about.
Yeah, Glenn Quay there. Took a little bit too long to take that shot off.
Yamashita. Shah. It's Quay. Mala. It's Quay.
Shahiran. Sorry, Raul Suhaimi, not intentional though, but it did hit his right hand.
Kim Lee Kwan. Leap by Sahil. Nakiuddin couldn't hit it back into his teammate. Dow, first time on to Glenn Quay. Still with Quay. Low drive. Middle of the goal.
Yeah, good idea. You're always going to cut inside Glenn Quay on his left foot. Pass for Shah Shahiran was on. Opted to go for a shot straight at the goalkeeper.
Evans. Once again. Irfan. That's Kobayashi. Thought about taking that quickly. Azim Akbar. Just wanted his team to get themselves organised. Making his 6th appearance in the SPL this season. Azim Akbar yet to feature from the start. Esteves. Well, Mala having a few words with Esteves. Shots getting pulled down. Much better intensity from Tanjong Pagar in the second half. To be asleep in the first, wide awake in the second. Mahaja can get away from Azim. Does, but Kim Lee Kwan on the cover. And Kim Lee Kwan has to be very careful, already on a yellow card, by the way.
Yeah, Buajia was too fast for Azim. Lee Kwan just comes across. A little bit of a shove there. Good cover from Irfan.
Dow. Bahajia. Raul. Shah. This is the kind of thing that PG Tampines will want.
Yeah.
More control.
Yeah, exactly. It's a little bit scrappy just before this end-to-end action, which I don't think they would favor.
Irfan. That's Kobayashi. Will be looking to use all his experience. He's played in Japan, in the top flight over there. He's played in the Eredivisie. He's played in Belgium, in Qatar, in Korea. It's a squad that has a very nice age profile. Good pass from Yamashita into Shah.
got a couple of players who are going to come on, who are really top-notch as well.
Foul by Yamashita, sees him booked.
It's a foul on Sahil Suhaimi.
Second yellow card in the SPL this season for Shu Yamashita.
Yeah, just try to be too close on Sahil Suhaimi. Definitely a foul.
So there you go. We talk about control. Two very good technical players, Segasumi and Koya Kazama, come on. So Yuki Kobayashi and Jacob Mahler are replaced.
Yeah, one-for-one changes as well. Talk about defensive solidity. We'll get it from Segasumi. Kazama as well, very intelligent. Number 10 as well.
Mota.
Yeah, that's good defending from Yoshimoto actually. Didn't allow Zenivio Mota to turn.
So that defense will come under some pressure here. A long throw incoming from Evans. Launches that. Back to Evans again. Ichanwu. Raihan. Here's Azim. Kim. Yamashita just there to intercept for BG Tampines, but they're under pressure once more. Here comes Tanjong Pagar. It's Estevez. Steps across Segasumi. Wants the free kick. Referee's been consistent. Plays on. Gonna get the pass through. Irfan. Kazama, given away by Raul. Little bit of panic at the back. What a change in the shape, the momentum of this contest. It was all BG Tampines in the first half, and now we've got a proper game of football in the second. It's getting heated on the sidelines as well.
I think Noah Alam Shah, just waiting for confirmation. I think he has been shown the yellow card.
When I say proper game of football, we had great football from BG Tampines. It's just that now Tanjong Pagar have decided to join the party as well. It's Quay. It's Glenn Quay. Good block.
Boagia not happy with the decision from Glenn Quay to just take a shot, because he made that run in, a lung-busting run to the penalty area. Well, didn't come at all.
Evans, who went sliding in to deny Glenn Quaid. Estevez.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? You know, just thought that it would be plain sailing for BG Tampines. Hasn't been the case.
Mota. Still with Mota.
Yeah, I think it was the wrong technique on that one. No power in that one. He tried to just lob it high, but BG Tampines just struggling to clear the lines there. There you go, just got underneath the ball.
Just having a look at BG Tampines. The chairman is there. Also some rumours that they might have a new member of the coaching staff, Katsuhito Kinoshi, who was at Selangor. He might be coming in. Here's Segasumi. Buhaja with a chance to finish it. Oh, look at Evans. Heroic challenge keeps Tanjong Pagar in the game.
Yeah, the skipper doing ever so well to come across and see what it means to the other players as well. Last ditch. Segasumi does well here. You know, almost lost possession and balance, but does so well to get it. His first touch wasn't bad at all, actually, I gotta say, into the path of his left foot, but Evans, brilliant defending.
One Australian denying another.
Oh, yeah, that...
Well, it's come off the crossbar, and now! Wow! He's given it straight to Zeifel.
How has he missed that one and down? Will he be made to pay for that miss?
Shikawa, good ball in, Nakiudin. Good chance.
And the pressure from Irfan Najib as well. What a game. It's going to be a superb last ending to this game as well. And we hear that Noor Alam Shah, obviously being yellow carded, has thrown a chair as well. I don't exactly know before or after the yellow card. It's a great ball. Almost like a Joel Chu cross. And this was earlier on from the corner. The header hitting the bar. Down. He almost passed it back to his goalkeeper, or to the goalkeeper.
Tanjong Pagar will be... they make another change soon. Faisal Roslan. What's happening now? Faisal Roslan on for Lee Chan-woo.
It's a little bit of an injury there, Chan-woo, but Faisal Roslan.
Well, they're having a bit of an issue with the equipment. Finally got that sorted.
Substitution for Tanjong United. Coming off the pitch, number 44, Lee Chong-woo, is being praised by number 15, Faisal Roslan.
Yamashita. There's Endao. Bohagia. And from the home side's perspective, this is, as I said, what they want to do. Try and control it, try and slow it down. But Tanjong Pagar, to their credit, are not allowing them to do that. So intense with the press. BG Tampines don't come away with it this time. Bohagia. Going to exchange passes with Shah. Tips it across. And it's won back by Sahil. There's Irfan.
That was a poor ball from Bohagia. Don't exactly know what was the intention there.
Nakiudin. Mota. chipped in. Kazama with the header. Raihan with a wild effort. It's turned into a pass for Mota. Offside. The flag has gone up. Is that offside? Or is it a throw?
He didn't put his flag up for offside, I think.
Well, a minute more, 7 minutes. Headed on.
Well, more than enough time for Tanjong Pagar.
So the referee just saying to the players, watching you, as Evans puts another long throw into the box. Sega. And then Kazama. That's Azim.
Yeah, just look at the Tanjong Pagar players up top here. Just waiting for the press. BG goes long.
Kazama. He touched on to Andao. He says he was fouled.
Well, Hendao has got to be better there. You know, he's big and strong. Hold it up. He's not helping his team at all. And then he gets up quickly, so you know that there wasn't any foul there.
The change with, I spoke about it earlier, Shashi, the change with Higashikawa.
Yeah.
This was an interesting one, but they are looking ahead as well to a very important fixture against Kongan Hanoi in the Shopee Cup. The one is next Wednesday.
This was the foul. Sega Sumi on Emilio Esteves.
In fact, that game against Kongan Hanoi, first installment of a trilogy. Those two sides coming up against each other in AFC Champions League 2 as well, home and away. Shazwan, a clean claim. Sega Sumi. Driven out wide to Glenkwe. That's Kazama. He's trying to be patient. Going to move the ball. Keep Tanjong Pagar chasing. Faisal. Raihan. Trying to go forward with it. Met by Kazama, but used his body really well and his experience to win the free kick. So we get another change for Tanjong Pagar. Shorai Nishikawa, we're hearing, who's coming off. And it's 20-year-old Samuel Pillay. Chance to impress for the youngster in the closing stages of this contest. First appearance in the SPL for Samuel Pillay. He's been playing pretty regularly for the club in SPL 2.
Well, they just lost that momentum, BG Tampines, after conceding that goal. What a goal can do for you, really. Tanjong Pagar, some pushing after that.
Evans. Sent long by Zaiful. It's gone from one goalkeeper to the other. And they will take this BG Tampines. There's that variation. Facing some intense pressure from Tanjong Pagar. They sent it long. They'll have to defend again. Faisal. Nakiuddin. Good quality into the box.
It was Sahil, I think. It's a great ball from Faisal, substitute. And Sahil just got in front of his man a little bit, but just directed it to goal. Well, actually, it was Nakiuddin with the ball.
Enough pressure applied by Shuya Yamashita just to throw off Sahil Suhaimi. BG Tampines almost there, getting closer to that win. Not taking any chances. It was just one. Unable to make it stick. Tarandao. Mota. Faisal. Is he fouled there? Azim. Referee says no. Segasumi scoops it out to Glenn Quay.
Yeah, delayed reaction from Azim there.
This is a sensible thing to do for your BG Tampines. Frustrating for Tanjong Pagar. They'll want to win it back and go down the other end, but they won't get the chance to do so. A thrilling contest at our Tampines Hub, and it's the home side. BG Tampines Rovers will pick up a crucial win.
Yeah, absolutely, and much needed win as well if you want to close that gap on Lion City Sailors. But they had to work in the second half, especially after Tanjong Pagar had scored that goal through Emilio Estevez.
The first half, that was all about BG Tampines. They opened the scoring in the 5th minute, thanks to Hide Higashikawa getting his 6th of the season. And then you had Shah Shahiran scoring his first in the SPL. There was effort in the 35th minute, making it 2-0 at half-time. And they had a number of chances to kill off this contest, but they gave Tanjong Pagar United encouragement. A much improved performance from the away side in the second 45. They pressed high up, they played with a renewed intensity, showed a good reaction, and caused some issues for BG Tampines. Emilio Estevez getting his first goal for Tanjong Pagar, but it wasn't enough in the end. It is BG Tampines Rovers who come away the victors at our Tampines Hub. It finishes BG Tampines Rovers 2, Tanjong Pagar United 1. Wow, so much to look forward to here as we take a look at the highlights, beginning with this goal from Hide Higashikawa in the 5th minute. It was Joel Chu with a quality cross. Higashikawa powering it past Zaiful Nizam.
Well, this goal was all about Joel Chu's superb cross and Higashikawa's movement to get in front of his man, Lee Kwan. The check and then that run into that space, and the header was just brilliant to get past Zaiful Nizam.
And then in the 35th minute, lovely team move, finished off with a blown by Shah Shahiran. His first goal in the league since September of 2023. What a way to do it.
Yeah, a long time coming, but it was a wonderful team goal. A couple of players involved here as well. Joel Chu had a wonderful game. And And then Kobayashi just sets it nicely for Shah Shahiran, as you said, for his first goal since 23 and his first goal of the season.
We got a bit of a reaction in the second half from Tanjong Pagar, but BG Tampines also had some really good chances to kill off the contest. Higashikawa making something from this tight angle.
Yeah, unlucky. Good work from Yoshimoto on this left-hand side. The left back pushes it in for Higashikawa. And then a step over shot. Unlucky.
That was in the 50th minute. And just 4 minutes after that, Higashikawa with another chance after Yoshimoto's cross was played into the area off the crossbar.
Yeah, he just got slightly under the ball, but that ball in from Yoshimoto, superb, and hits the bar.
And then in the 66th, a bit of encouragement for Tanjong Pagar United. Emilio Estevez was all over Joel Chu. Referee said play on. Estevez, to his credit, made the most of that opportunity, kept his cool, wonderful composure to take it around Shazwan Buhari and gave Tanjong Pagar United some hope and something to fight for. It went to the VAR, but there was no need for an on-field review. They stuck with the referee's decision and the goal was given.
Well, still think it was a foul, but doesn't matter because it's a goal. And slight miscommunication there. And there you go, that hand goes over Joel Chu. And Emilio Estevez take nothing away from his finish. He was very, very cool.
Well, he was Tanjong Pagar's best player this evening. Emilio Estevez getting his reward. And then BG Tampines here again. A big chance. That first header from Yamashita coming off the frame of the goal, and then Tarandao giving it straight to Zaiful Nizam.
Yeah, Tarandao, since he came on, should have scored there.
And that was in the 87th minute. Final, a big opportunity for BG Tampines. Have a look at those numbers, Shasi.
But, you know, it was a marked improvement. I think the attempts and on target as well was 0 in the first half. And you can see the difference in the second half. And it made for a very good game, especially in that second half.
And this is what it means for the standings. BG Tampines, they stay unbeaten, just like the Lion City Sailors. Their 5th win of the campaign. Up to 17 points, 4 behind the league leaders. Tanjong Pagar United stay in 7th. Just the 1 victory for them so far in the league. But lots more football coming your way in the Singapore Premier League. Plenty of action so far. Thrilling contest this evening at our Tampines Hub. But tomorrow we will see the Lion City Sailors coming up against Balestier Khalsa at the Jalan Besar Stadium. And then on Monday, we'll wrap things up with a game at Jurong East Stadium, Albirex against Geylang. Both matches kicking off at 7:30 p.m. Wow, what a game we had here at OTH. Thanks for joining us for this one. See you for more tomorrow in the Singapore Premier League. But for now, it's goodbye and good night.